Hey everybody, welcome to the week 2 update of losing 60 pounds in 60 days. And I'm sure there are probably, and I hope there are probably new people watching this video that didn't watch the first two. So let me give you a quick update. I went down to Universal a couple weeks ago and I couldn't ride on a ride because I was too big. I knew I was going back to Universal in 2 months, so I said, I've got 2 months, let me try to lose as much size as possible in that time so that I can ride that ride, which is the Green Guts ride at Diagon Alley at Universal Studios, Florida. So that's where I'm at. The whole point of this is to lose as much size as possible. The best way to gauge that is by pounds, and so I just said, I'm gonna try to lose 60 pounds in 60 days. Plus, it's sort of catchy. But that's where we're at. Last week I gave an update. If you wanna see that, you can click up here to watch that. And this week, I'm gonna give you another update on how I'm doing, but also I'm gonna show you my 3 favorite apps to use while working out at the gym or other places. We'll get to those in a second, but first, the update. I have continued to lose weight, which is so exciting. I'm still on track. I'm ahead of schedule. I have lost since last week an additional 7 pounds, which is exactly where I want to be. I'm now at 325. Started at 355, maybe 360. But this is great. This is great news. I just need to keep going. And the great part, like I said, is that I am ahead of schedule. I gave myself 60 days to lose this weight. I'm only 2 weeks in, 2 of the 8 weeks. So I could potentially get way down below where I wanted to be, which is awesome. And I'm still feeling great. That is the biggest thing. I am doing this very quickly, but I'm doing it in a healthy way. I'm eating very well. I'm getting nice exercise. I'm taking all my vitamins. I'm making sure that my body is getting what it needs to survive and to be healthy, but still putting my body at a deficit, which is causing me to actually lose the weight and, more importantly, lose the size. I gave some tips on how you can form your own diet to do something similar to lose weight, to lose size in the last video. So again, check that out if you haven't seen that. I went very scientific about it, very just pragmatic, not looking at any sort of like specific diets or any fads or anything like that. So I think it's pretty good advice. Check it out if you haven't seen it. But this week, as I mentioned, we're going to talk about some of my favorite apps, 3 of my favorite apps that I like using to not only keep track of my progress, but also help me while I'm in the gym and make sure that I'm not bored and I'm still motivated to work out. So let's look at app number 1. My first app recommendation is something that's gonna sound pretty obvious because I think a lot of people already use this app when they're working out, when they're running, when they're exercising, whatever it may be. And it is Spotify. For me, it's Spotify. If you use Apple Music, it could be Apple Music, just some sort of music program, music application that allows you to listen to something while you're running, while you're lifting weights, while you're exercising, whatever it is. For me, I use Spotify. I pay the $9, $10 per month, and it gives me access to their entire library, which is basically everything I ever need to listen to or want to listen to. But it also gives me access to a ton of podcasts. One of my favorite and one I recommend is called Reply All. It's what they say is it's a podcast about the internet, and it's so good. Whenever I go on a road trip, I just listen to Reply All episodes and This American Life episodes in the car on long drives, and it just makes the time fly by because I love them so much. But regardless, the other thing I do with Spotify, and you can do with Apple Music or any of these programs, is create playlists. So I always create a playlist for the season with new music that I discover. So I have a spring 2019 playlist and stuff, but a playlist that I also always create and always listen to, and I am giving you access to, is my workout playlist. So if you click the link in the description below and you use Spotify, you can actually check out my workout playlist. I think even if you don't have a Spotify account, you can listen to it, or if you don't pay for Spotify, you can listen to it on shuffle. But this playlist is going to be a view into my personality because it's got something for everybody, something from everywhere. It's got hip-hop music, rock music, music from musicals. It's got everything, but it's all motivational stuff that causes me to want to keep going and gets me hyped. So check out the playlist, and it might be helpful to you, hopefully. But that's what I listen to when I'm at the gym and I want to listen to music or podcast. I use Spotify, so get yourself a music app even if it's free. Spotify, you can listen for free, you just can't skip songs and play specific things, but it's still totally worth it. Gotta take a break. Your throat gets dry when you're talking so much. And bonus tip, flavored sparkling water is, it keeps me going whenever I'm dieting because I don't want to drink sugary drinks and things like that. So this stuff, I love it so much and I buy so much of it. App number 2 is an app called Tunity, Tunity. It's an app that allows you to essentially point your phone at any TV. So this could be at an airport, this could be at the doctor's office, but in this case, the gym, you point your phone at the TV and it sort of scans it, and then it picks up the audio from that broadcast. So if you have Bluetooth headphones, this is a big thing. Like you can, oftentimes they have the TVs on the treadmills, the ellipticals and that kind of stuff, but you have to plug in your headphones. If you have Bluetooth headphones that you like using, you connect them to your phone, you use the Tunity app, you scan the TV, even if it's one that's far away, so a lot of times they have them mounted on the ceiling, like 20 feet away. Scan the TV, and it'll pick up the audio from that broadcast on your phone and play it through your headphones. So you can watch a TV that is 50 feet away, again, at the doctor's office, in the airport, whatever it is, but you can listen to the audio through your phone. Not enough people know about this app because it is really amazing. It's really amazing what it allows you to do. And again, for being at the gym, for being on the elliptical, if I see that there's a movie playing on the TV or if there's a sports game or something, and I want to listen to the audio, there's really no other way to do that because it's just a TV that's 50 feet away. With the Tunity app, you can do that, and it even has some fine-tuning controls. So if you notice the audio is a little bit ahead or a little bit behind, you can tap a few buttons on the screen to get it so it's perfectly in sync. You will notice, I will say, that the commercials often don't line up, but that's because different commercials play in different regions on different broadcasts. But in general, this app is amazing, and I highly recommend it if you're the type of person that goes to the gym and uses the cardio equipment there. Oh, and I didn't mention, it's free. It's completely free. It doesn't get better than that. The last app, the third app I want to recommend, is sort of two apps. They both do very similar things, and I like both of them. And they may be available to you, or one may be better for some of the people, but it's My Fitness Pal and Noom. They are basically the same app. They both allow you to keep track of the calories that you're consuming and the calories that you're burning, your weight loss, and all the stuff that is surrounding being healthy like that. So I think both of them have integrations with your Apple Watch and different heart rate monitors and things like that. So you can actually get that information imported automatically, which is really nice. But the biggest thing about both of these apps is that they have huge, massive databases of lots of food, and so you can actually really easily track your calories if that's something that you want to do. And I recommend that to people who are trying to keep a healthier diet, is to keep track of the calories and the different things they're consuming, like fat and sodium and carbs and things like that. But these apps allow you to do that very easily, and they're both really great. And you can pay for extra features in both apps, but for the most part, for the main functionality in the apps, they're free. I don't necessarily recommend one over the other. I think My Fitness Pal is a little bit more popular, but both of them are really great. I've used both of them extensively in the past, and I like them both. So again, Noom, Noom, and My Fitness Pal are both available in the App Store and the Google Play Store. So go check them out and just explore them. Track everything you can, track your activity, track your calories coming in, all that stuff, and I guarantee you it'll make you more aware of what you're putting in your body and of the calories that you are actually burning throughout the day. So those are my 3 recommendations for apps that I love and that keep me motivated and on track when I'm trying to keep on a strict diet and when I'm trying to exercise more often. So I'll leave links to all of them below, both for Android and iOS, in the description as well. And as well as the playlist I mentioned, my Spotify playlist, you can check that out down there. But that's it for this week. Please, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. There's more of this coming. We have 6 weeks left until at the end of May, when I'm back down in Orlando. And you'll want to see if I make it. I'm anxious to see if I'm going to ride this ride, but you want to check back to see if I actually make it. And each week I'm going to be giving more tips, just like this week and last week. I think next week we're going to talk about some different meals that I cook myself that are nice and healthy and easy and cheap. So click that bell, the notification bell, if you are subscribed, so that you know exactly when these videos come out. Thank you, as always, very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to create and explore. Bye.